Let me start with a question that might make you slightly uncomfortable, but please stay with me till the end. Do you actually know which class you belong to? Not what your visiting card says. Not what your lifestyle looks like on social media. Not what your relatives assume about you at family functions. I mean your real class. Because here is a truth most people never pause to think about. Your income does not decide your class. Your net worth does. And once this sinks in properly, your entire relationship with money begins to change. Before we go deeper, let me tell you where I am coming from. I genuinely believe that every single person deserves to live a peaceful, enjoyable, smooth, and memorable life. And whether we like it or not, the financial aspect plays a massive role in that peace. Money problems don't just affect bank balances. They affect sleep, relationships, health, confidence, and decision making. This is exactly why I do what I do. I help people design a stress-free financial life, not through shortcuts or hype, but by building a proper money system that supports their life instead of controlling it. And today's video is one of the most important foundations of that system. Because unless you truly understand net worth, you can keep earning more, working harder, upgrading your lifestyle, and still feel financially stuck for decades. So let's slow this down and break it properly. Net worth, on paper, is very simple. It is what you own minus what you owe. Your assets minus your liabilities. But in real life, net worth is not just a number on a spreadsheet. Net worth is your shock absorber when life throws surprises at you. Net worth is your freedom buffer that gives you options. Net worth is your stress thermometer that silently decides how anxious or calm you feel about money. Two people can earn exactly the same income and live completely different financial lives. One may feel calm, flexible, and confident about the future. The other may feel constantly anxious, stretched, and one emergency away from panic. Same income. Different net worth. Different class. This is where most people get confused. We are trained from a young age to chase income growth. Promotions, packages, bonuses, client retainers, professional fees. But very few people are taught to track what actually decides long-term financial stability and peace. That deciding factor is net worth. Now let's talk about something society discusses all the time but rarely understands correctly. Class. Poor. Lower middle class. Middle class. Upper middle class. Rich. Ultra rich. HNI. Most people place themselves into a class emotionally rather than financially. Someone says, I feel middle class, another says, we live decently, so we must be upper middle, but class is not a feeling. Class is a financial position. When net worth is extremely low or even negative, life revolves around survival. Every expense feels heavy. Any shock, whether it is medical, professional, or family related, can destabilize everything. Peace is fragile because there is no financial cushion. As net worth slowly increases, people enter lower middle and middle class zones. There may be a house, often bought with a large loan. Some savings. Regular SIPs. Insurance policies purchased more out of fear than clarity. From the outside, life looks stable. From the inside, stress is constant. Why does this happen? Because M's decide lifestyle. Cash flow decides freedom. And net worth growth remains slow because money decisions are reactive rather than strategy. Then comes the upper middle class zone. This is where many people feel they have finally made it. Better homes, cars, education for children, holidays, investments, a sense of arrival. But here is a hard truth that is rarely spoken openly. Many upper middle class families are financially fragile. Their net worth is often concentrated in one or two liquid assets. Debt may still be high. Income dependency remains strong. If income slows down or stops, stress appears almost immediately. Now compare this with people in the HNI or ultra-rich categories. The difference is not just lifestyle or luxury. The real difference is control. Multiple assets. Diversified income streams. Lower dependence on a single source. Better downside protection. A longer runway to make decisions without panic. That is the real difference between classes. Not appearances, but resilience. Now I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself something honestly. If your current money habits continue exactly as they are for the next 5 years, no miracle income jump, no lucky investment, no sudden windfall, which class will you realistically belong to 5 years from now? The same class? One level higher? Or quietly slipping down? Most people avoid this question because the answer exposes something uncomfortable. Hard work alone does not guarantee class mobility. Class mobility is designed. It is engineered. It is built systematically. This is where most people go wrong. They work harder. They earn more. They buy financial products. They start SIPs randomly. They chase tax savings. But they never build a coherent system where every decision works together. So progress stays accidental. Stress stays constant. And this brings us to the turning point most people miss. Moving up in class is not about becoming flashy. It is about becoming structurally strong. It is about aligning how you think about money, how you spend, how you earn, how you invest, and how you protect yourself into one integrated system. This is exactly where my Financial Freedom Fast Track coaching program comes in. But before I talk about the program, let me be very clear. I do not believe in overnight success. I do not believe in get-rich-quick stories. I do not believe in financial miracles. What I do believe in is designed outcomes. When mindset, expenses, income, investments, and protection are aligned properly, class elevation stops being accidental and becomes predictable. And now comes the bold part, which I want you to listen to very carefully. When the strategies we implement inside the Financial Freedom Fast Track are executed with honesty and consistency, most committed participants elevate their financial class by 1 to 3 levels within the next 6 months. Not through gambling. Not through speculation. But by fixing leaks, improving income quality, compounding intelligently, and protecting downside risks. And here is how confident I am in this process. If after 5 years of following the system, you do not see tangible improvement in your financial position and peace of mind, you get your money back. Even after 5 years. Because class elevation is measurable. Net worth growth is visible. And systems, when followed, work. The reason most people remain stuck is not lack of information. It is fragmentation. One person talks about saving. Another talks about investing. Someone else talks about tax tricks. Another talks about mindset. But nobody integrates everything into one life-aligned financial architecture. Inside the Financial Freedom Fast Track, we rebuild your financial foundation step by step. Not to impress others, but to give you peace, control, and options. You stop reacting to money. You start designing your life. Slowly, quietly, your class begins to change. Now if this video stirred something inside you, if it made you reflect, pause, or feel slightly uncomfortable, that is a good sign. Awareness always comes before transformation. In the next video, I will walk you through exactly how this coaching program works, how a stress-free financial life is actually designed, and how people just like you are making that 1 to 3 level class jump without burning out or gambling their future. Do not rush your decision. Do not decide emotionally. But do not ignore this either. Because knowing your class is awareness. Changing it is a decision. I will see you in the next video.